Bulldog strikes first.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Hello everybody and welcome to Adrian College TV. My name is Sean Whitmer and with me in the booth is Nathan Linner. In today's action we have the 1-4-1 Lawrence Vikings against the 5-1 Adrian College Bulldogs in this NCAA contest. Nathan, how are you feeling today ahead of the puck drop?
Feeling really good, Sean. Adrian comes in here ranked number 5 in the national poll. After dropping their first game, they've now won 5 in a row, outscoring their opponent 32-4. Wins over SUNY Canton, Marion, and Aurora University. Adrian is 10-0 against Lawrence, only letting up 1 total goal in all of those games, dating back to 2022.
It's going to be an exciting matchup. Adrian leading this and coming in as the favorites. We will see what transpires after this puck drop. 20 minutes on the clock and away we go. As we play some Bulldog hockey here. Women's NCAA action. Larai up ice. And an icing call as Simon cannot chase it down. Early icing as we have Kira Stack, the netminder for the Bulldogs, and Sarah Dobrinski in net for the Vikings.
Yeah, only Stack's second start of the season, so good for her to get some more action tonight.
Of course, first game of 2 as Bulldogs looking for an opportunity to get up the ice in a hurry. Simon had to skate back for it. Johnson pushing forward, losing the puck. It'll go back behind the Viking net. Bulldogs playing aggressive. They'll get the puck back by the blue line and a long shot, and it will be wide. Dobrinski looked ready. Skating in and back out to reset the offense. Pass down low to the wing. Simon, only offensive player, staying on. Cross ice to Hansen. Dumps it down, allowing more line change for the Bulldogs. Vikings try to transition in a hurry. They will loft the puck down and allow a line change as well. Both teams making an early change for stamina. Wolschlager tries to make a move inside to gather the puck. As that pass is deflected and taken away by the Bulldogs. Trubin inside, can't get it to go. Deflection shot off as well. Covered up by Dobrinski.
A nice move there by Hugh Danish. Try to get it in. She had in the front one of her teammates, and someone was in there. Didn't catch a number.
Dofiti fights off and gets possession for the Bulldogs. Back behind the net. Nice move made. Unable to keep the puck on the stick. And it looks like we might have a tripping here. Delayed penalty, hand is up. I believe a Viking will be finding their way to the sin bin early.
Yeah, taking a look at it, pretty easy tripping call right in front of the referee. A little bit of poor stick work from the Viking and Moravchik.
Not much of an easier call for the ref, huh? Right in front of his face as we get back to action. Puck finds Roy, leading point getter. Passes cross ice to Trubin in front, deflected around. Bulldogs, some nice passing, getting everyone involved. Trubin inside, deflection chance. Everyone touching it in front. Dobrinski doing a good job keeping that puck out of her net. As Bulldogs unable to keep that one in the offensive end. losing possession, but Roy with a nice move and a great pass up ice. Hudanish. Hudanish slows it down. Finds herself back with the puck on the wing. Up top, Trubin. Fake shot. Hudanish. Cross ice pass, Roy. Inside. Fighting for possession in front. The Vikings will take that one back.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to get this penalty right back. Maybe Paige Pomerleau called for the slash.
So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute and 3 seconds. And then we'll get in to a power play for the Vikings. Possession eventually finds its way to Hasegawa before the Bulldogs push it down the ice. Will be icing
Maybe
in this situation.
Maybe a little bit of a brain fart there as they take the penalty. Bulldogs thought they could clear it, but they're still on the power play. Well, it's 4-on-4 now, so you can't ice it.
Of course, even strength passes down there, non-tipped, are going to be called for icing. Lebrecht losing the puck. Deflection pass, up ice, Johnson tries to make a move inside, unsuccessfully. Larai, side skates, behind the net, battling in the boards as both teams. Petrusha and Hansen getting back. Johnson, nice move inside. 2 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. We are back to 5 players on the ice for the Vikings. Off the glass, a nice pass. LaSalle makes a move, pass, cross ice and a shot. Deflected, no one there for the rebound. LaSalle. Pass back to Roy. Nice move inside for Roy, another nut. Now Roy skates back, going into the neutral zone. Trubin back to Roy as they retreat back. LaSalle had an opportunity but couldn't keep it on the tape. Roy charging ahead, flipping it down. LaSalle. Roy finds herself with it at the blue line. Inside pass. Couldn't get anything to work with. Full strength for both sides. Pomerleau comes in a hurry and gets the puck back for her team. Dofitti making some nice moves. Roy inside looking for the deflection. A lot of traffic in front. No one able to come up with the deflection in. Bulldogs keeping possession. Dofitti fighting for it and a shot in close. Both teams battling. Dobrinski falling back. Ref will blow the stoppage.
There's constant pressure here for the Bulldogs. Dofitti in there, along with Avalone. They're still loose. No one could really find it. Eventually get covered up. Bulldogs having a lot of pressure despite they were on the penalty kill for the last minute. And they just kept it in the zone, took a turn back to retreat, kill off some more seconds. And now we're back even strength, both teams.
LaSalle taking a little contact behind the net. Nice move back. Finds its way back to LaSalle. Her pass to Petrusha. Down low. Petrusha returns with it. Fires it inside. Unable to get the tap in. Both teams battling for possession in the Vikings' end. Vikings struggling to get anything going down, make the Bulldogs play defense. Petrusha looking for Wolschlager, unable to grab it.
Yeah, really shouldn't be that much surprised by the 2 early penalties. There were, in the last matchup last year between these two teams, a total of 9 penalties between both teams. And over the last 4 matchups of last year, there was an average of just over seven penalties per game. So I don't know what it is between these two teams. They just seem to play a little sloppy.
A little sloppy, a little chippy. Fired in by the Vikings. Would have been a shot on goal, but gets eaten up by the Bulldog defenders. That one is cleared by the Bulldogs, and it will find its way to the boards. And that'll give us an icing.
Both teams are icing so much they can open a bakery.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs, looks like they might be gassed a little bit with their current line. Wanted a line change, unfortunately unable to get one there. Puck wraps all the way around the boards and back down for another icing.
Bulldogs desperate just to get a line change, keep trying to clear it, get to the bench, and they can't tip it at the red line. Goes all the way down for icing, and Vikings now able to change up their line, have another offensive zone draw, although still 0 shots on net for Lawrence thus far.
Couple offensive zone draws for Lawrence, unable to get some shots going with them. They'll have a shot here. Little long, deflected in front. Lurai with a nice move, getting defenders off her back. Lurai with the breakaway pass, cross ice, shot eaten up by Dobrinsky.
Great teamwork right there by the Bulldogs, finding Riley Johnson in the slot, and a great save by Dobrinsky to slide over. With exactly 13 minutes left in the first period, Bulldogs having all the possession.
Johnson for the face-off now. Gets sent off the circle. Lurai comes in. She wins it. Roy on the blue line to the wing. Simon. Spin pass down in the corner. Johnson takes a hit. Both players on the ice. Roy with it. Shots inside. Deflected away. Roy gathers it back to the wing. Inside pass looking for Lurai. No one there. Simon back to Lurai. Backwards pass, Trubin. Shot inside. Looked for the deflection. Unable to gather it. Lurai from the blue line pass. Inside. Johnson's shot is deflected into the netting, giving us a face-off.
Yeah, it's good concentration by Dobrinsky. It seems like a lot of the Bulldogs' shots and goals come from deflections, and you can see why Maya Roy, their leading point scorer, only has 1 goal on the season. A lot of her points coming from assists. She seems to be either D-to-D passing and then sending one in, or her herself shooting one and looking for the tip.
As we're back to action off that face-off, Vikings clear it well. Roy in pursuit of the puck. Nice move by Roy, getting defenders off her back. Bulldogs with the transition. Anderson, cross pass, back to Anderson, inside. And just wide. Behind the net shot. Bunch of shots going on in front. Can't find the puck, but Dobrinsky will, as she will sit on it.
Yeah, a little bit of a breakaway chance there for the Bulldogs, having a lot of pressure up in front. Lawrence backchecker is unable to clear it out right away, and Dobrinsky having to make a lot of saves early on. 10 thus far, not even 10 minutes into the first period.
Physicality off the face-off circle. Vikings just trying to find something to work with, as a Bulldog will find her way on the ice. Avalone inside, looks for the deflection. Would have been wide. Avalone wants it. Being ignored by her teammate. Pomerleau. Pass wraps around the boards. Anderson. Pomerleau playing a 1-2 with Anderson. Puck finds Dofitti. Back to Avalone. Launching one down. Unable to get the tip in. Pomerleau was skating back. Dofitti rushed the pass. Bulldogs will make a line change. Vikings are stuck on the ice.
Yeah, they cleared it. They were changing right as the icing was called. It looks like they're going to be able to sub a couple of girls off.
Face-off dot for the Bulldogs is Hudanish. And the Bulldogs will win another face-off here in the AIA. Defending home ice. Conflict in front. Unable to see the puck. It will find its way back behind the net. That one will fall into the neutral zone. Hudanish looks for a move inside to LaSalle. Tips it. Great save by Dobrinsky. LaSalle in front. Hudanish can't make a clean slap on it. Petrusha. Shot inside, deflection around. Shot was from Hubenschmidt. Larai being the aggressor for the Bulldogs. Johnson keeps it in the offensive end. Down to Larai. Larai making a move. Falls to the ice. Roy keeps it in the offensive end this time. Right on the blue line. Tips in front. She could do something with it. Had an opportunity to score. Can't tell if that's Simon. Looks like it. Roy. To Trubin. Trubin launch inside. And that one is caught for the save.
Just tremendous efforts by Adrian and Maya Roy and Johnson of keeping the puck in the offensive zone, not letting Lawrence change. Multiple times Lawrence tried to clear the puck and looking for the change, but good job by Adrian to keep it in the zone.
This faceoff is won by the Bulldogs. Roy, cross ice Trubin, inside. Continuous looking for that inside tip shot. Roy tries again. This one slapped away. Roy wears that captain's patch for a reason. Trickles back to Trubin. Roy with the up ice pass. No icing. LaSalle gets back there first. Trubin playing good defense, drawing it away from the Vikings. Now the Vikings have a transition chance. Daly fires one into the corner. Bulldogs with a transition. All 5 defenders are there. And that one will just be covered up for a faceoff. 15 shots on goal to a whopping 0 so far in this first period.
Yeah, it's just been all Adrian, a lot of offensive zone time. The puck spending a lot of time right in front of the net. Now high percentage scoring opportunity. Adrian's just got to find a way to put it in the back of the net. It's got to happen at some point.
Physical face-offs have been the key today, early in this game. Fighting back behind the net is the Bulldogs. Gaining possession in front. That one's eaten up as well. Another face-off. 16 shots on goal for Dobrinsky. None of them falling.
Yeah, she's set up to have an outstanding night. No matter what the score it ends up, she's going to see a lot of shots, you know, being one of the top goalie starters for her team.
Bulldogs win the face-off. Larai with a move and shot deflected. Simon. Pomerleau's pass can't find its home. Pomerleau, only defender back, keeping the Vikings at bay. Larai, tap pass to Johnson. loses it for a minute. Ryan Johnson can't connect cleanly. Pomerleau to move through. Johnson touches it before everyone cleared to the onside part of the ice, giving us offside there.
Yeah, Pomerleau and Johnson just unable to get to through the blue line cleanly. That blows the whistle for offsides.
Roy loses it in between her skates for a moment. Tries the long pass to Wolschlager. Trubin makes a move through, finds Roy. Offside, though. The goal after, thought there was an offside call, might have been waved off. And that's a Bulldog goal.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they thought I heard a whistle. I didn't think I really heard a whistle. The ref's gonna come talk about it. Or he's just gonna give him the goal call. I said he's gonna be a good goal. It was close, right? The blue line, usually the ref's a little lenient. Find it right in front. Did you hear a whistle, Sean? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I didn't hear a whistle. Looked like the ref was holding up his hand for it. He waved it off. That'll give us a good goal for the Bulldogs. Pomerleau up to Hubenschmidt. Launches it forward. Larai can't corral it up against the boards. Pomerleau fighting with a lot of Viking players. Hubenschmidt's lofts pass up the ice. Marcinkowski can't keep her footing. Marcinkowski. Dump off. Pomerleau playing back and forth. Pomerleau, Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt launches one in, and it trickles its way off the goaltender's shoulder and in.
Yeah, not what we're used to seeing. This game, as a shot finally finds its way in without being tipped or just loose in front. Dobrinski unable to block her away just off the edge of her pad and trickles into the goal. Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead.
Slow start. It's heating up now. Bulldogs are going to win that face-off. Roy makes a move, weaving through defenders. Pass in front. Puck bouncing around. Looks like it was grabbed by Dobrinski.
Yeah, just like we were saying, like when the puck's in the high percentage area, one of them's going to fall, and sure enough, two quick ones for the Bulldogs find themselves up in a nice lead.
Bulldogs fighting for possession in the offensive end. Vikings doing a good job clearing. Johnson makes a move forward. Johnson with a nice deke inside. Tries to go 5-hole, and it's deflected away. She gathers it back. That shot over the glove and behind the net. Trubin back to Roy. Roy fires one, deflected instantly by a Viking. O'Hagan in pursuit of the puck. She'll get off the ice. Some sloppy stick work by Roy in front of the net. She'll flip that one forward. Bulldog finds her way on the ice. Some physicality in front of the benches. That'll give us a call.
Yeah, looks like it's going to go against Courtney Ben. There's almost a trip on the Viking and then comes back. Courtney Ben just caught in the center ice with Sofia Alvarez, and Alvarez took the hit, so Ben will go to the box.
5-on-4 in favor of the Vikings. Pomerleau wins the faceoff. 3 defenders on the ice for the Bulldogs. The only offensive player is Anderson, who's transitioning well, trying to make a move. Goes back behind, and Pomerleau with the one-timer whiffs. Anderson. Pass down into the corner. Pomerleau is just planted into the boards. That'll give us another call, and we're going to go to 4-on-4.
And second time today, both these teams just trading penalties back and forth, unable to really hold a power play for much long. And that one is going to be called for a body check, could have been called for head contact or boarding, or any one of them. Go back to 4-on-4.
Face-off won by the Bulldogs, pass across, and in!
And a quick draw win by Adrian to put the goal in front. Emma Simon puts the goal away. Adrian takes a comfortable 3-0 lead with the 4-on-4 hockey.
Heating up as of late is the Bulldogs. 4-on-4, they don't mind. Roy's pass inside Johnson. Back to Roy. Looks for the dump in. Unsuccessfully. Takes some contact. Keeps the puck. Dump in this time, looking for the tip. As Simon pursues into the corner. Johnson, dump off Trubin. Back to the wing, Simon. Simon playing patient. Behind the back pass, Johnson will corral. She'll go behind the back as well. Trubin makes a move this time. Tries to feed it in tight. She'll get dumped for her efforts.
Yeah, it's just been the same story all period and all game. There's a lot of offensive zone time for the Bulldogs. Really just hounding Dobrinski, seeing 21 shots. And back at the other end. And Stack hasn't seen any so far.
Vikings laying out to get that puck cleared. Pomerleau back to Hansen. Launching one inside. Chased down by the Bulldogs. Back to Pomerleau. Cross ice Hansen. Hansen launches. Deflected in front. Battling both teams. Good job by Dobrinski to swallow that one up. Give us a face-off. 15 seconds remain in the 4-on-4. Then we'll have a power play for 35 seconds, 33 seconds.
Yeah, quick power play for the Bulldogs coming up. Seems like they're always on the power play as they've just been in the offensive zone. Lawrence can't get a break.
Bulldogs win the face-off. Fighting in the boards. Pomerleau comes away. Hansen launch inside. Deflected around. Pomerleau skating back. Hasagawa tried to make a move, unable to, with great defense played by the Bulldogs in transition. Here comes the offense. Losing the puck is Dofiti. Petrusha to Avalone. Avalone skates it on. We're back to 5-on-5. Dofiti to the wing. Back behind the net is Avalone's pass. Vikings launch one all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, they're going for a change. So they sent it all the way down, try to get a change. Ref is not going to let that happen. Because of the icing call, he's going to make those players that were ready on the ice stay on.
No change allowed with the icing call. Currently 6 players for the Vikings. They have to figure out who has to come off. They figure everything out, and we're back to play. Vikings win the faceoff. Hasegawa. Her pass, too long. Off the boards, and Bulldogs will take it with the turnover by Hasegawa. But a turnover right back for Avalone. Her teammates bail her out. Wolfslager unable to handle it. Taken away by the Vikings. Vikings shot inside. Deflected away. Another Viking shot is eaten up in front. LaSalle pushes it. Avalone rifles it off the glass. Looking for the deflection pass. Unable to get it. Daly battles. O'Hagan comes away. Skates down, and way out of the blue paint is Stack, as she wanted to get the face off there.
Yeah, her only action in the 19 minutes of play. Finally, the Vikings putting up their one shot thus far.
And it came from center ice. Great job by the Vikings trying to keep it in their offensive end. But the Bulldogs just too good. 2-on-1. Hubenschmidt with the pass. Cross in. And a great defensive effort by the Vikings. Play will be stopped.
Yeah, the back checkers for the Vikings coming back. Seems that that's been all the case all game. They've just been scrambling around, deploying their resources elsewhere, and then coming back to the net.
Johnson wins the faceoff. Roy takes it, and Roy will fire it in. It's deflected, and Simon couldn't get a rebound shot. Vikings are going to launch this one up. Kinyu can't battle Roy off the spot. Viking shots are just a little bit off kilter. 20 seconds remain. Roy, we'll see if Bulldogs want another opportunity. Her pass tipped a couple times before finding its way down. No. Ref will say it was not touched. That will be an icing for the Bulldogs with 10 seconds remaining in this first period.
Yeah, maybe a chance. Quick draw and 10 seconds left to try to get a fast break all the way down. Actually, Lawrence is going to pull their goalie for the last 10 seconds.
Lawrence doing everything they can with the power play, but this shot is lofted down. If it's on the mark, it'll go, and it will be wide. Bulldogs tried to get their fourth one of the period there. Just a little bit off on that long ice rifle.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting strategy there, pulling the goalie, I guess, with 10 seconds left in the offensive zone. Not a bad shot, especially down 3-0. You really got to put something together in order to have a shot in this game.
3 goals in the first period. We have Trubin with that first goal. Then it goes Hubenschmidt and then Simon to clean things up. Slow start to the period. A fast finish with 3 goals in a hurry. Bulldogs in a closer battle, but still double as many faceoff wins over the Vikings. Shots are a different story. 26 shots on goal to 1, and that 1 shot on goal for the Vikings came from center ice.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of offensive zone time for the Bulldogs. Lawrence really unable to clear it, get their squad changes out. That's really halted their offensive pressure. They haven't had much. I mean, it shows on the scoreboard 1 shot on net, and when you're losing more than half the faceoffs, Lawrence with 9-1 and Adrian with 21 faceoffs won, it's really hard to get things going.
Bulldogs have played fast and done things in a hurry, keeping the Vikings out of the Bulldogs' defensive end. It's been a very exciting first period of play. Don't go anywhere, as we will be right back in 14 minutes here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back from the break. My name is Sean Whitmer, and in the booth is Nathan Linner as we watch this first goal back.
Yeah, it's Roy sends one in, and a great one-time opportunity to pass in front, which found Trubin. Nice job by Trubin to get free of the defense and make it easy for her to put the one-timer in.
Of course, that will be an assist for Roy, giving her 10 on the year. First player to, 10 points on the year, mind you. First player to score, to have 10 points this season for the Bulldogs. And the most points accumulated by any player on the ice today. No surprise here as we await the period starting. The Vikings have put their netminder back. In goal, it's Dobrinski returning to the net. Trubin pursues it into the corner. Vikings looking for some early offense unsuccessfully. That shot is going to be right in to Diebert's face. Bulldogs taking possession as Daly falls to the ice for the Vikings. Trubin, continuous strategy for the Bulldogs. Fire it in and hope it gets tipped in front. Inside, battling both teams. Trubin to Hubenschmidt. Bulldogs are going to take possession after battling in the boards right in front of the bench. Marcinkowski makes a move, but it gets poked away. Good stick work by the Vikings. Marcinkowski takes a hit, but delivers the pain. Nice dump off by the Bulldogs, but poked away. Dofiti on the dump off pass. Roy makes a move. Anderson shot in front, deflected. Vikings will take it away. Nice pass, Dofiti shot. Wide. Trubin skating in front. Hansen. Hansen's shot will be wide. Pomerleau comes in the game at the perfect time to grab the puck for the Bulldogs. Hansen cross ice. She skates back behind the net. Anderson unable to corral it cleanly, same as Pomerleau. But the Bulldogs battling to keep it in the offensive end. Dofitti comes away with it for the moment. Pomerleau rifles it in. Hansen with a nice move, and it's deflected to Dofitti and in.
Yeah, just a long offensive zone pays off for the Bulldogs. As Courtney Ben weaves in a nice shot deflected off of Dobrinski, cleaned up by Dofitti. Puts the goal home, and 4-0 Bulldogs lead. It's just like a 90 seconds to 2 minutes of offensive zone time. Lawrence unable to get a change. Their defense has been tired. Name of the game thus far.
Simon lofts one down. And around as the Bulldogs will battle up against the boards, back behind the net. For possession. Wolschlager to Simon. Rifles in. Battling in front. Players find themselves on the ice. That pass to Wolschlager. Little wide. Petrusha. Simon. Cross ice pass. Petrusha. It will be deflected back behind the net and cleared by the Vikings. Simon skates up, and a nice pass to LaSalle. She was cherry picking there, but there will be a whistle.
Yeah, the ref's taking a long skate. Guess it wasn't offsides, or maybe it was. Nonetheless, going to be a defensive zone draw for Adrian. And those have been few and far between.
And the defensive drop will be grabbed by the Bulldog netminder, Kira Stack. Not a lot of action today for Stack.
She's trying to get any action she can, covering up the puck, making her presence known.
Bulldogs with possession, and a nice long pass and a wide pass looking for Simon. Trubin sits on it. Down low to Johnson, back to Trubin. Larai unable to corral it. Pass back behind the net. Johnson chases it down, looking in front. Roy to the wing. Trubin inside. Bulldogs resetting the offense. Roy rifles wide, battling in front. Cross pass, another shot deflected. Skates back over to Roy, who loses her footing. Loses possession all at the same time. Larai making some moves through the defense. Pass in front. No, that one off the skate.
Yeah, it was probably the hardest shot we've seen all day from Maya Roy. Coming right there on that slapper. Adrian, speed advantage on full effect here tonight. Just weaving in and out wherever they please. The Vikings can catch up.
Dobrinski playing well so far in this period. Exactly how she started the last period. Both teams fighting for possession. Bulldogs doing a good job today making sure they corral Hansen. Pass looking for Pomerleau, who rifles this one away. Hansen. Her pass deflected and into Carpenter. Hansen back down low. Taken away by the Vikings, taken away right back by Hansen, who keeps it onside. Hansen shoots, and it's deflected away. Cleared by the Vikings. No one touched it. Let's have icing.
Yeah, that shot went off the far side of the net, the outside. A lot of the fans here thought it might have went in. Had the hard angle at it. And Dobrinsky seeing a lot of action already. 31 shots just 5 minutes into the second period. Got to think it'll be Ella Skaborski in that tomorrow as they usually split time.
Bulldogs with possession. Trubin to the wing. Anderson down low. Pass in front. Unsuccessful. Deflecting around. Vikings will corral it. Nice move by the Bulldogs. Transition, shot, and in! Buries it! Upper deck look for the Bulldogs.
What a shot by Courtney Ben. Unbelievable. Picks her corner. She had Anderson wide open on the left, but takes it herself. That's just disgusting. Totally beat Dobrinsky. Nothing she could do about that one. Got beat glove side.
Taken in a hurry is Daly for the Vikings. Shoots one down just wide. Unable to corral it. Wolschlager with the breakaway opportunity, pass across, but too far in front for LaSalle. Wolschlager sit back in a nice move. Simon losing her footing. Gets cleared by the Vikings, but icing.
That's happened numerous occasions where the Vikings just looking to clear because of all the offensive zone time or the defensive zone time for them. They just want to clear it and go for a change. End up icing it and unable to change up on the ice.
Larai. Petrusha fires in. It is tipped in front. Johnson with the tip. Larai. Back and forth passing for the Bulldogs. In front, working. Passes wide, Hanson. That shot is deflected away. Larai making a move through the defense. Simon pass to Larai. Simon makes the pass before falling down. Johnson back to Simon. Up top to Hanson. Fires it, and it's off a Viking player, causing her to lose her footing. Tangled up is Petrusha and Spang. Hanson comes through the middle. Marcinkowski back to Hanson. Looked in front, clean pass, no one there. Trubin with a nice move and a pass while on the ice. Shot doesn't fall. Hit the side netting. Trubin cross ice pass, no one home on the receiving end. Floated down. Bulldogs in the defensive end now. Battling for possession up against the boards. Carpenter. Some big hitting. Trickles in front, but wide off the deflection. Carpenter battling for possession behind the net. Bulldogs will come out of the scrum with possession. floating it up, but kept on by the Vikings for the moment. Deflection, no good. Vikings. Perry for something to work with. Unsuccessfully. Retreating is Moravchik. That puck will go right into the open door, giving us a neutral zone drop.
It was Sophia Alvarez who took that hard slap shot in their own defensive end, who was a little limping off. I think she's all right.
Salerno on the face-off circle for the Vikings. Anderson looked for the pass inside to Trubin. Little long. Rifles in front. Roy tries to keep it on, but can't. It will go into the neutral zone. Anderson making a move through the defense. Ben gathers and shoots this one high off the glass. Trubin corrals it. Ben gets tripped. No call. Roy floats up. No offsides as it was tipped prior. Roy skates in. Off the kick pad. Deflected. Trubin shoots in front and covered up by Dobrinsky.
Dobrinsky doing every effort just to cover it up. That way gives their players a chance to change without having to clear it and potentially force an icing.
Hugh Danish wins the faceoff. Simon pass cross. Pomerlu's pass down low. Making a move in front is the Bulldogs. A quick shot for Walschlager, who paid for it in a hurry as she was sat down. Icing called on the Vikings. They're stuck on the ice, and we have an offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it seems like we had a lot of those, huh, Sean?
Yeah, we definitely have. Both teams battling in the corner for possession. A big hit for the Bulldogs. LaSalle coming through, playing aggressive. Hugh Danish gains possession in the corner, losing it. Walschlager. Pass back to Hugh Danish, little long. LaSalle gathers, and LaSalle can't get the pass in front. Simon rifles through, off the chest, and another shot. Walschlager's shot can't find the back of the net, as Dobrinsky did a good job stopping that one.
Yeah, Anseli got taking one right to the chest. Taking one for the team. She goes to the bench, huffing and puffing. That one had to hurt.
That might have been one of the toughest shots we've seen all day. She jumped up to eat that one. Simon losing her footing. Johnson putting a player into the boards right there on the bench. Larai skates back. Bulldogs with some tempo. Petrusha with the shot deflected in front by a Viking defender. Johnson to Larai. Larai with a nice move and a shot and in!
Zoe Larai with an unbelievable shot. Beat Dobrinsky off the glove side yet again, weaving through. And a nice snipe on their wrist shot puts this to a comfortable 6-0 lead.
Absolutely phenomenal finish for Lerai. Bulldogs will win another face-off. Marcinkowski can't corral the pass, taken away by the Vikings. Hubenschmidt battling in the corner. Marcinkowski comes over to help. Shot in, almost trickled past the goaltender. Luckily, it goes wide. Both teams fighting for possession back behind the net. Bulldogs doing a good job in these scrums today. Pass down low, Hubenschmidt. Top to Trubin. Rifles it in. Nutmegs a couple players on its way towards the kick pad. Trubin gets back to help the Bulldogs. O'Hagan in the middle of that scrum down in the corner. Vikings doing a good job at fighting for possession, showing some life. But the Bulldogs doing everything they want. Roy, loft pass, looking for Carpenter. And Carpenter will be put in to the ice. And a big hit at center ice. Courtney Benn finds herself the recipient. More sloppy skating and big hitting with 5 minutes remaining in the period. Trubin at center ice. Pass to Anderson. Anderson in front. Dofitti's shot deflected high. Roy to the wing. Down low. Dofitti to Trubin. Trubin and Ben. Ben up top to Roy. Roy fires one, but it's directly off the stick of the Viking defender, Halverson. Roy loses her footing. Anderson comes away with it. Anderson out of the pack and fires it off the post. Nice pass and a great move. Unable to keep her footing is Pomerleau. Landman, dump off to Diebert. Diebert and Landman in the corner with a couple Bulldogs. Pomerleau lofts up the ice, and it gets through. Ben with a shot eaten up by the glove.
A very similar opportunity, pretty much the same exact thing that happened when Courtney Benn had her goal earlier in the period with Anderson on her left. Decides to take it herself, and this time Dobrinsky caught the glove. And with this faceoff coming up, seems like you said the Bulldogs have won a lot of them. They've actually won 65% of the faceoffs here today, which is right at their season mark.
That one's fired in, and we'll have another faceoff. As you mentioned, Bulldogs are winning majority of those today. Vikings come away with possession off this one. Long pass finds Simon on the blue line. Walschlager, great move. Walschlager making the defense think up against the boards. Simon retreats. Walschlager. LaSalle. LaSalle fighting off defenders. Nice move inside. No goal for the moment. Wolschlager back up top. Simon fires hard into the glove. Great catch by Dobrinski.
Yeah, Dobrinski, sort of a rough night, a lot of shots seen, 6 goals given up. She has played well, despite the high goal total, spreading out, making saves, trying to do anything she can to keep her team in it.
Johnson trickles forward. Simon scores.
Looks like that one just found the 5-hole. Emma Simon scoring her 2nd goal of the night. A quick face-off win for the Dogs. Finds her way to the front of the net. Simon just picked up the trash and put it back in the net. Bulldogs lead 7-0.
Avalone floats it to the corner. Coming out of the net. Dobrinski trying to help her team. Almost a risky one. Hudanish. Pass up ice. Emma Simon in pursuit. She'll gather it back behind the net, setting up the offense. Fighting in front. Dobrinski seems to be the aggressor of the fighting.
As Lorian Johnson in there for the Bulldogs. Keeping their goalie protected.
Nice move by Cuban Schmidt. Another great move in front. We await this face-off between Carpenter, Salerno. Hansen on the blue line. Hard shot. Another save for Dobrinski.
Yeah, just had 2 minutes left in the 2nd period. We just got the call for the last goal, and Riley Johnson notched her 3rd assist of the game. Definitely accumulating the point totals in this one, a stat pad game for the Bulldogs.
Hansen pass to the wing. Nice move, backhand in front. No sight on the puck. It will be a face-off and an offensive zone drop for the Bulldogs. Hansen rifles wide of the net. Pomerleau. Carpenter. Cuban Schmidt. Back to Carpenter. Pomerleau to Hansen. Return to sender, a little wide. Hansen pushing it down into the corner. Bulldogs putting pressure on the Vikings. A great steal away. Dofiti shooting in front. No rebound opportunity for the Bulldogs. 1 minute remains in the second. The Vikings would be offside if they touched it. Ben, phenomenal move. Hansen to Anderson. Soft touch to Dofiti. Little long. Ben tries to poke check it to gain possession back. Anderson. Dofiti inside. Unsuccessful. Dobrinski will put her trapper on it, and we will have another face-off.
Yeah, 26 seconds left. Lawrence just looking to clear this puck out. try and get to the third period as quickly as they can.
Bulldogs with possession. 20 seconds to work with. Puck is loose in front. Wolschlager tries the tough angle. Dogs with a takeaway in the offensive end. Hugh Danish. In front is Wolschlager. Couple shots. Dobrinsky falls on it. But the period will end. 49 shots on goal for the Bulldogs. Only one shot on goal still for the Vikings.
Yeah, well, here's a plus for both teams. No penalties that period. So there's something to look forward to for both teams, Lawrence included.
Only 4 total penalties in the entire game so far. Much lower than we expected coming into this game, looking at last season's numbers. And the Bulldogs were just awarded another shot on goal, putting them at the 50 mark just before the third period. As we look at that last period, Dofiti, Ben, Larai, and Simon all scored, putting us at a 7-0 game. What are you looking for going into the third period, Nathan?
I'm really looking for Lawrence to have any kind of offensive pressure. Definitely get some more shots. One is pretty pathetic, to be honest, but hopefully get some more in there and perhaps scratch a goal across. Just get some momentum heading into the game tomorrow for the Bulldogs. Just keep up the good work. You know, they've been solid all game, playing great defense, keeping a lot of offensive zone time for them, and keep winning those faceoffs and stay out of the box.
Of course, 3 goals in the first period for the Bulldogs, 4 goals in the second period. We'll see if they can get 5 in the third. And we will be back in 14 minutes here at ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, in this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Adrian College TV here in the Arrington Ice Arena in Adrian, Michigan. As we enter the third period with the Bulldogs up 7-0. The more alarming number, 50 shots on goal for the Bulldogs, only one for the Lawrence University Vikings as we await the face-off, and the Bulldogs will win it. Vikings in their defensive end, a very familiar spot for them today. They will clear this one. Roy and Landman in pursuit for their respective teams. Johnson with a great move, trying to clear it. Larai battles for possession, pass up the ice. Simon in pursuit. Larai fighting in the corner. Simon to Roy, fires one in. No one there for the tip. That's stolen away by Larai. Right back for the Vikings. Some collision in the neutral zone. Pass up to Roy. Nice move, backhanded pass. Trubin fires it up high. Looks like her stick may have been poked by Moravchik.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth here to start the period. 70 seconds in.
Looks like Seeley has come in as the netminder for the Vikings to finish this one out. Vikings will take possession back behind. The Bulldogs with the quick takeaway. Palmer, no, Dofiti fires in. Seeley will eat it up in a hurry.
Yeah, fresh into the game, Sydney Seeley. Be looking to have a nice little period.
Bulldogs trying to keep their offense rolling the way it has. But the Vikings with the counter. Stolen away. Ben with the breakaway opportunity. Anderson for the deflection. Poked far. Anderson. Pass to Dofiti is deflected. Back to Anderson on the wing. Dumps down. Dofiti. Battling back behind. Ben comes out with it. Simon dumps down. Dofiti back behind the net, battling off two Vikings, waiting for reinforcements. Pomerleau lets it go into the neutral zone before grabbing it. Simon back to Pomerleau. Up ice pass. It's tipped. We'll have icing. The Vikings are stuck on the ice. No line change available.
Yeah, just behind the red line, so unable to be called for the icing as Stack raised their hand, and Bulldogs another offensive zone draw.
It's got to feel good and bad for Stack. Second game on the year. She's only seen one shot today. Petrusha to Hansen. Hansen's pass to Petrusha is tipped. Petrusha. Hansen to Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt struggles to get the puck. Petrusha. Marcinkowski. Petrusha now. The near side. Skates it through. Marcinkowski gets out of the way. Nice setup and wide. It's been the story of the game for the shots from the Vikings. Marcinkowski flops this one into the neutral zone. Hubenschmidt pushing it down. Wolschlager off the wall, tries to grab it. Trubin up to Wolschlager. Gets tipped. No icing. LaSalle, the aggressor for the Bulldogs. Vikings with a breakaway opportunity. Hasagawa had every chance. Unsuccessful with it. Lebrecht unable to control that. Off LaSalle, no icing. Johnson skates in. Avallone's pass is high back behind the Vikings net. Johnson and Lorai battling for possession. Simon comes down to help. Off Johnson's hand. Touched by a Viking to prevent the hand pass. And a great move by Trubin. Pass to Johnson. Her shot is wide. Simon. Johnson. Shot. Deflected up and into that safety netting behind Seeley, giving us a face-off.
Yeah, that was a long possession, about 3 minutes that one was between whistles. A couple of changes between both sides, and they get underway here over 5 minutes, almost 6 into the third period.
Roy. Cross ice. Simon right off the face mask of Seeley. Vikings on the counter. Not a lot the Vikings can work with. Anderson, soft pass inside. Bulldogs with a chance, no fitty. Nothing to work with. Ben found herself falling down. Pass in front. Battling in front is both sides. Back behind. Bulldogs playing patient. Back to the blue line. Roy. Down. Gets in front. Ben. Backhand. Giving us a face-off with 12 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in the third period.
Yeah, one heck of a chance for Ben right there. And the Bulldogs, they, despite a lot of their offensive zone time, only in this third period put up 3 shots. It seems when they're in the offensive zone, they just be skating around almost toying with Lawrence, knowing that they can't go out and change. They have to empty the zone just like that, but then force an icing call where they still are unable to change. So Bulldogs showing a tremendous patience in the offensive zone, passing around, making things work. Bulldogs, the Vikings rather, doing a good job of clogging lanes, blocking shots. They lead that category at least.
Of course, these teams play tomorrow at 3 for the second game in this home series for the Bulldogs. Shot! Carpenter can't get it to fall. She tried to bury that one to the open side. Pomerleau in front. That one almost got deflected. Pomerleau. LaSalle can't work with it. Bulldogs keeping possession on their side. Shot in straight to Seeley.
Yeah, Sydney Seeley just bottlenecked that one up, able to cover it up. Lawrence go for a change. As if we had some of that, like a spread chart like they do in soccer of how much time and possession the puck is spent in one area or another, it's got to be at least 75% in the Bulldogs' offensive zone.
And the Bulldogs are still in their offensive zone. That one rifled quickly by Petrusha from the blue line. Simon's pass to Hubenschmidt is tipped. A little long. Just able to get her stick on it. Petrusha tries to keep it in the offensive end. Unable to. Hasagawa's pass is deflected. Phenomenal moves by Simon in the neutral zone. Johnson's pass wide for Simon. Petrusha to Simon. Dumps it down. Larai dump off to Wolschlager. Back to Larai. In front for the Bulldogs. And it will bounce its way into the neutral zone, so the Bulldogs will have to reset their offense. Roy back to Wolschlager. Nice move inside. Fires off the crossbar. Another shot down low. Larai, pass to the middle. To Roy, who will rifle one right in to the Lawrence defender. Halfway through the third period and only 8 shots on goal for either team, all of them for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, in this third period, it's been a significantly less volume of whistles. I think both teams just skating around, trying to get to the end of this game as quickly as possible. I only fear that on our side for Kira Steck, that she can maintain no goals allowed in. If she did, it would be unfortunate because that would be bad for her save percentage.
As Pomerleau skates back, hits Avalone, starting the offense. Shot, looking for the deflection, was Dofiti. We'll have ourselves another face-off as we hit 60 shots on goal. Nine face-offs so far in the period. Adrian leads that category in this period, 7-2. Battling in front. Bulldogs taking a couple looks at it. Avalone. Pass back, Ben. Her shot finds its way through.
Courtney Ben with her second goal of the game. Took it on the right wing there and able to beat it past Seeley. Looks like a man went through the 5-hole. Definitely a lower shot. I was just about to mention, Seeley was doing just all right in front of the net. Fortunately, let one go in.
Ben gets her second. Simon has two as well. Both could get a hat trick today. Carpenter's pass to Trubin, unsuccessful. Vikings keep it in the offensive end. Pass looking for Hudanish. Can't get it to her. Roy, cross ice to LaSalle. LaSalle with a great move. Roy has been commanding the offense all day for the Bulldogs, as the Vikings try to gain some momentum going into tomorrow. Schmidt came in for the steal. Trubin got it inside. Schmidt wasn't ready for the deflection shot. Otherwise, we might have seen another goal. Trubin to Roy. Roy initiating. Poked away from Roy's stick. Into the middle, Schmidt can't make good contact on it. Johnson will flip it down. Trubin rifles that one right off the shin. Roy shoots it in. Looking for the tap-in was Johnson. Let's have another face-off.
Yeah, let's have it, Sean. Johnson in there trying for the tip-in. Seems to be the MO for Adrian. Just send in shots from the right or left points and hope for a tip in front.
Walschlager skating back and forth before dumping it off to Lerai. Petrusha, pass in front, is tipped away by the Vikings. Hasagawa will shoot this one, and it's almost caught, almost tipped back in. Daly will shoot. Battling in front is both squads. Ref will stop the play. We'll have a defensive drop.
Look at that. Lawrence tripled their shot total in that last possession. Kara Stack almost looked a little, on her reaction time, might have been a little slow, and having seen almost no action all game, just standing back and observing as her offense has just been putting on a clinic here tonight.
Walschlager had Lurai on the back end. Couldn't keep control of the puck. Hansen over to Pomerleau. Shot looked like it had a chance. Good deflection by Seeley. Lurai skating around with it. Pomerleau. Cross ice. Hansen rifles it in. It'll go back behind the net. Shot in front. Pomerleau will skate back and corral it for the Bulldogs. 5.5 remains here in this game. Anderson, Lurai, phenomenal move, and it is in.
Great move by Zoe Lurai there in front with the dekes on her stick, making it happen right there. Unbelievable. Had Seeley waning in her tracks, couldn't find it. And the Bulldogs, 9-0.
Face-off is won by the Bulldogs. That last shot was the 100th shot of the game for the Bulldogs. 65 shots on goal. Another opportunity. Ben with the hat trick.
Courtney Ben pouring it on, making it double digits for the Bulldogs. She knew right away. Another snipe, beating glove side, points to her hat right away. She knew it for the hat trick, and that just puts a crushing soul on the Vikings.
Hugh Danish comes in for the face-off. LaSalle battling up against the boards as we've had an exciting show out here for the Bulldogs. Vikings looking to gain momentum as they enter tomorrow. Vikings trying to transition offense. Slapped away. LaSalle pass inside. Hudanish makes a move and a shot. Grabs her own rebound. Daly's pass. Lebrecht's pass, mind you, tipped and stolen by the Bulldogs. Vikings struggling to keep their footing and possession in this game. Lebrecht. Long pass deflected, finds Hubenschmidt. Simon. Hubenschmidt to Avalone. Down low. Vikings shooting it up the ice for an icing.
Yeah, just another icing call. Lawrence, it's just the name of the game for them. They have so much defensive pressure, and they need to go and change. But every time they go to do so, they end up icing it.
And that hat trick for Ben will be her second hat trick on the season, third for the Bulldogs in total. Johnson skates back to grab it in the defensive end and transition in a hurry for dumping it down where Roy will find it. Simon to Johnson. Rifles in. Roy battling back. Behind the net is the Bulldogs. Some tight window shots for the Bulldogs. Wrap around off the kick pad and right into the glove for Seeley.
Yeah, the wraparound transfer, Emma Simon looking for her third goal of the game. As the 3 stars of the game being announced on the board, you got to think for sure Courtney Ben with her hat trick here tonight, probably the #1 star.
Trubin rifles it forward, a little wide. Dofiti to Anderson. Trubin, shot, shouldered over the net as Dofiti is planted on the ice. Hubenschmidt, no, Petrusha dumps it into the corner. Spin pass by Petrusha. Bulldogs are getting fancy now. Shot down low. Anderson. Pass to Petrusha. Pomerleau's pass up to Trubin. Minute remains in the game. Trubin. Zoe Larai. Back to Trubin. Her shot is deflected in front. Anderson tries the tough angle. Maybe a pass, but it was poked away. Vikings with the transition opportunity. O'Hagan skates in front. It gets poked away, and the Bulldogs with a straight jacket of defense today. Bulldogs could have a breakaway. Looks like they might be slowing down a little bit as we come to a close. Battling up against the boards, and that will do it. 10-0 in favor of the Adrian College Bulldogs.
Another note, this is the Bulldogs' only first home game in 20 days, so it has to feel good for them to come home and show out for their home crowd.
Yes, showing out for the home crowd indeed. Almost 70 shots on goal, sitting at 69, and 3 shots on goal for the Vikings. As we enter tomorrow, puck drop is at 3 o'clock p.m., and you have to wonder if the Bulldogs will give Kiera Stack another opportunity, as she didn't get a lot of opportunity today. Kind of stood there and watched a hockey game for the most part.
Yeah, really like a spectator, almost like us. I'd assume that the coach will give her back to it. Chad Davis will put her young goalie back in the crease and give her another chance. Hopefully Lawrence will put up a little more of a fight.
Got to be curious if the Vikings went to Seeley after Dobrinsky simply because they wanted simply because they wanted Skaborski to have the start tomorrow. As you mentioned earlier in the game, Skaborski and Dobrinsky have split, almost perfectly split this season. 3 starts apiece going into today. Today was Dobrinsky's 4th start. It'll be
Skaborski will probably start the next game tomorrow. And, for Lawrence, they just one to forget. Hopefully come back tomorrow, put something up on the board, have any sort of effort going into the rest of their season, a struggling season at that for their head coach and Greg Moore. I have to admit, Greg Moore, he does have a nice mustache, though. It looks very thick over there.
Yes, he does. That will do it for Sean Whitmer and Nathan Linner in the booth. We will see you tomorrow here in the Arrington Ice Arena on ACTV.